Let's move on.
Group F, we got Morocco and Croatia at a 0-0. Belgium 1, Canada 0. Who are you impressed by?
I'm impressed by our friends to the north, our Canadian brothers.
Way.
They did not deserve that result at all. From what I can see from the numbers, they were smacking around Belgium. XG wise, let me find the numbers. I want to have it correct this time. They tripled Belgium's XG. They had a 2.83 where Belgium had a 0.86. So I'm going
Yep.
to say nothing other than the fact that they got super unlucky that they did not win this game or get a result at all. Uh, they played really well. We know that they can play really well. We watched them do it in qualifying. CONCACAF teams know that this Canada team is not one to sleep on. If they continue to play like this, I think they've got a real shot to get out of this group, despite the fact that they're starting off with a loss here. So yeah, for me, even though I had higher expectations than probably a lot of other people had, they were still the most impressive for me because they came out and they played really well against a really, obviously high reputation team like Belgium.
Yeah. The ability for them to go stride for stride with the number two team in the world, and not only just to survive them, but play with them and outplay them, speaks volumes about what this team can do going through. Should have been ahead with the penalty. They missed. It happens. Letting up a goal before halftime hurts. 22-9 on shots, 11 shots on target. They looked fantastic in possession. They looked fantastic defensively. Their shape was great. They won CONCACAF for a reason. They are the best CONCACAF team in the World Cup right now. I will die on that hill. I'd like to echo what head coach John Herdman said. They effing belong here. Because they do. A lot of people thought they'd get blown out. I didn't give them much of a chance. I don't know if I give them as much of a chance as you do, simply because of the right word is escaping me, but I'm thinking that consistency up front. Like I said, they got lots of shots off and they were on goal, but they weren't. Courtois made the penalty save and maybe one or two other good saves, but the other ones weren't really testing. But they belong here. They aren't just cast away off to the side. We're gonna run over you and have a bit of fun. This team's here to play, and they can definitely surprise some people. I agree. Least impressive.
Maybe this is a hot take. I don't know. I went Belgium here. I know
Me
they're
too.
winning. They won. They're top of the table. But I just feel like considering they're the number two team in the world and this is supposed to be their golden generation, they have KDB, Courtois, Hazard, Lukaku. This team should be amazing World Cup competitors. They should be challenging France and Brazil to win the whole thing. And I just feel like this team just feels very overrated at the moment. I think that they're an aging team that's aging out of their golden generation. I think some of their star players are in pretty bad form at club level, like Hazard and Lukaku. And their result against Canada, yes, they got the 3 points, and that's what's going to matter in the end. But the way that they played did not look like the number two team in the world. So for me, they've been the least impressive.
Yeah, no, I agree with that as well. I put them in there. Canada played them well. They played them tough. No disagreements there, but the feeling was underwhelming. That's the term I used. And did you use that as well? I thought I don't know if I heard that or not.
I don't think I said underwhelming, but
Okay.
along those lines.
Right. But that's the feeling that I got. You didn't watch this team and was like, wow, this team is going to be world. I mean, this is like you. Let's compare the way that we watch Brazil and the way that we watch Belgium. Right. Belgium, not once did they get to the level where like, ooh, that's cool, because they
Hmm.
weren't. Right. I've never seen Kevin De Bruyne misplace so many passes in a single game in years. And I've watched him a lot. That was his worst game of all time. It had to have been. They will get better. They're building into it. They'll be fine. But even though they won, you can definitely feel that they let a lot of people down. Who stood out for you? Player of the group.
It was kind of a tough one, honestly. I didn't really like love any of the choices, but I went with Courtois. I figured you really can't go wrong with picking the guy that saved a penalty and kept a clean sheet, you know, got Belgium the win. So, yeah, Courtois is my standout player for this group.
Let me say, we love a goalkeeper here. You know what's better than one goalkeeper?
Two goalkeepers.
Two goalkeepers. I'm gonna shout Bunu. Bonu. Lots of different pronunciations I've heard this weekend. Um, in goal for Morocco, not only did he keep Croatia off the board, but he did it in a massive, massive way. He had two different breakaway saves, tap ins on the doorsteps, diving at feet on crosses. Um, Phenomenal performance to get Morocco a point here and keep them in the mix. I would say his value has gone up. I mean, it's already high up there, but he definitely raised it this weekend. So big ups to Bunu for me.
Nice. Um, Let me see. I think we kind of covered the ones I had fact or fiction on. It was just Belgium and Canada, and I think we covered that. So I think we're
Nice.
ready to move on.